One of the most common ways instructors use Desire to Learn is to pass course content in electronic files to students. You, the instructor, supply your students a file that you want them to engage with in some way. Perhaps this is a scanned copy of an article you wish them to read, or an Excel file that they need as the basis for organizing a research report, or a video you'd like them to watch. Compared to traditional methods, this saves a lot of resources such as your class time or photocopying costs. This can basically be done in two ways. You can store the file within Desire to Learn, or leave it stored somewhere else outside on the internet and have a link to it within Desire to Learn. I'll show you both ways. You can store files directly within Desire to Learn so that students can easily read, watch, or download them. I have here a .pdf file containing portions of a book published in 1909. The complete book is available via Google Books, but I've excerpted the passages I want my students to focus on specifically. I can upload this file into D2L in two ways. The quickest and easiest way is simply to drag and drop from my computer into D2L. I'm working on a Mac right now, and so I have a Finder window open that shows this and other files related to my course. If I were on a Windows machine, I might have an Explorer window open instead. I also have Desire to Learn open in a browser showing the content area and specifically the module in which I'd like to move my files. To add this file, I simply click and hold and drag it into the space provided within the module. And there it is. I can easily add another file above or below the first file as well. Here, I'll add an article by a historian that provides context for my 1909 source. Once these files are here within Desire to Learn, I can easily move them around simply by clicking and holding the three horizontal lines to the left of the file and dragging the file where I want it to go. This can be reordering them within the module, or it could be moving a file to another module altogether. You may prefer not to have multiple windows open, especially if you're working on a small screen. If so, you can upload files to Desire to Learn in a more traditional manner. Navigate to the module in which you wish to upload your files. Click the blue New button and select Upload Files from the drop-down menu. Then, click the Upload button to bring up a window that enables you to find the file on your hard drive. Once you see the file listed here, click Add to add it to your module. However you've uploaded your file, you can easily change the name of it as it appears in the content area so that it's more descriptive to your students. Simply click the file name to open it up as a topic. Click the file name at the top of the topic screen, and then enter the new name. And there it is. You can supply within D2L a link to content hosted elsewhere on the internet. A simple example is a tutorial video I made hosted on YouTube. I simply obtain the URL address from YouTube and install it in Desire to Learn. YouTube videos embed within Desire to Learn quite well. So within YouTube, I obtain a URL address by using the copy-paste function. Then, within Desire to Learn, I click the blue New button and select Create a Link. I add the video's YouTube address in the appropriate space, and provide a name for the link within Desire to Learn. Desire to Learn has a robust onboard calendar that allows you and your students to keep track of important course dates and time. I want students to read parts of a research report generated by a New York State agency. It's hosted on a state government website, and I can supply a link to my students within Desire to Learn so they can download this file from that website and read the file. I can do this by right-clicking the link and selecting Copy Link Location. Then, I move over to Desire to Learn, which I have open in another browser tab, and simply add the link like I did the YouTube link. Select New, create a link, add the URL from my clipboard, and provide a title. As is occasionally the case, in order for this particular link to work properly, I need to select Open in a New Window. That means the link will open in a new browser window or dialog box, depending on how the link is supposed to work. I click Create, and there it is. In this particular case, when I or my students click the link, it brings up a dialog box through which I can download the report to my hard drive. The downside to linking content put on the web by someone else is that the content may be taken off the web or moved without your knowledge. An individual or organization might remove videos they uploaded to YouTube, or they may reorganize their website, changing the URLs of particular files. In that case, your students won't see the content when they click the link you provided in Desire to Learn. To avoid this, it's often best just to upload files directly into Desire to Learn. Or at least you should check your links before beginning a semester or just before your students need to access particular content. In general, if I supply a link to .pdf content elsewhere on the web, I make sure I have downloaded that content myself already and have stored a copy so that if the content suddenly disappears from that location out on the web, I can still supply my students that file by uploading it into Desire to Learn.